Blackstone Audio presents The Gunning of America, Business and the Making of American Gun Culture by Pamela Haag. This book is read by Bernadette Dunne. Dedication. In memory of my brother, Stephen L. Haag. Introduction. The Art and Mystery of a Gunsmith. This book tells the story of how America became a gun culture through the prism of the forgotten, unglamorous, but revelatory archive of the gun industry, principally the records of the Winchester Repeating Arms Company of New Haven, Connecticut. I didn't set out to tell this story. I was drawn into the subject by a ghost story that I heard while living in New Haven. Every day I walked past the crumbling remains of the factories built by the rifle king, Oliver Winchester. It wasn't Oliver's story that intrigued me. It was that of his less visible, more historically numinous daughter-in-law, Sarah Winchester. According to legend, when she inherited the Winchester Rifle Company's blood fortune in the 1800s, she took on an enormous haunting debt of guilt, obsession, and grief along with it. Maybe this is true, and maybe it is not. A legend does not reveal its truth without a fight. What we do know is that Sarah ended up doing something enigmatic and mysterious with much of her fortune, and to this day, what she did is a compelling riddle that craves an answer. I wanted to believe the legend of Sarah Winchester because it spoke to something in me and planted a question in my mind. It wasn't until many years later, however, after the tragedy of the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in Newton, Connecticut, on December 14, 2012, that I realized what that question was. I still wanted to know if Sarah really had felt a haunting burden of conscience for acquiring a gun fortune, but even more so, I wanted to know why Oliver Winchester had not felt it. Admittedly, it is an anachronistic question, because it never would have been asked in his day. Oliver Winchester enjoyed an unimpeachable reputation as a minor captain of industry. Nevertheless, I wanted to know what allowed Oliver Winchester and his successors not to feel at least a small bit encumbered by the fact that they manufactured and sold millions of fearfully destructive guns. We hear a great deal about gun owners, but what do we know about their makers? The gun debate has been mired in rights talk for so long. What gun owners have a right to do and what gun control advocates have a right to force them to do, that it is forgotten as a matter of conscience.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?